So here at McDowell, I'm hired as the head high school coach, but I oversee the junior high and the youth programs as well, even though they have their own coaches. So, you know, you talk about the foundation of a program, just like the foundation of a building or a house, it always starts down low. You know, in wrestling, because of the details of wrestling, how tactical it is, how technical it can be, and all the other aspects that go into it, it's good to get kids started at a young age, learning about the sport, the parents learning about the sport, and then also helping provide some backbone for your program as well. And so I think it's important for kids to get involved in wrestling at an early age for a lot of reasons. I think the social aspect of it, building social skills at a young age. I think the self-esteem issues that go on in today's youth is a good reason why youth wrestling should exist, to build that self-esteem in a young man, a child, and let them carry that out. The one-on-one aspect of wrestling is what I've always considered to be one of the most special of any sport, because it's just you out there. And to go out there in front of a large crowd, your friends, your family, and to compete in a sport which you may get beat in, you know, and you may get actually submitted. They may score more points. It's a humbling experience, but it's also an experience that will take you to different places in life. And I think when kids learn how to set goals, you know, achieve high expectations, high standards of themselves, even at an early age, that's okay. I always thought it was like having a second parent, the discipline that you get with wrestling. You have your parents, you have your coaches, and then you have the sport of wrestling itself. That also teaches you so many things that parents and coaches can't teach you just by being involved. So I like the one-on-one, I like the self-discipline, I like the self-esteem that it builds in a kid, and I like the camaraderie. It's what I consider to be one of the world's best fraternities, is the sport of wrestling. Because if you've wrestled, no matter what other sports you've played, you always know that you did something special, because it's a challenging sport. It's humbling, it's hard to do. The majority of kids who come out for wrestling don't always achieve state championship status. What they get out of it is a great experience. They meet a lot of great friends, they sacrifice for other people, they have great mentors and great experiences. Sure, we want to win, sure we want to look good doing it, but I think winning's just a byproduct of doing all the right things. If we do the right things over and over, and we have the right people on board, winning's going to take care of itself. It's the experience that we want to sell. And I think McDowell has created a great experience for kids. Those young boys and girls who question whether they want to try wrestling, that's understandable. But I think once they get here, they'll find out that they really like it and they really enjoy it. And something I remember is just all the traveling I did with my dad. You know, it's really a father and son sport, and I look back on my travel with him, and it wasn't the tournament, it wasn't the trophy, it was the experience I got spending time with him that mattered, and that was such a valuable experience. So I know my father valued it at the time. I wasn't sure whether I was valuing it or not at the time, but I sure do now. I think selfless people, people that do things for the good of other people, if they're doing it for the right reasons, if they understand why they're doing it, they'll bring the most out in themselves rather than being selfish, you know? And so we try to teach these kids to be selfless. You're doing what you're doing. You're coming to practice. You're making the sacrifices for the good of your brothers and sisters, you know? For the good of your community, for the good of your family name. Having integrity, I think, is one of the greatest qualities a human can have. It's doing the right thing when no one's watching, you know, and learning how to do that. If you have one tool that will get you somewhere in life, it's the ability to work and work hard. I don't care if it's at school, I don't care if it's laboring somewhere, I don't care if it's being a teacher, a cop, fireman, whatever it is. If you have the ability to outwork everybody, you'll go really far in life. I want to tell my wrestlers and the people that wrestle for this program that they're in a real special place, you know. This is a very disciplined sport. It's a challenging sport. It's not for everybody. But the special people that do come out for this sport, you know, you'll find out. You'll find out what's in it.